A while ago, I watched Hannah Gadsby's award-winning comedy show, Nanette. If you haven't seen it, and are over 13 years old, you should go watch it. It centers around Gadsby's struggles as a lesbian growing up in the closet, and how the clothing choices in there aren't very good. But about halfway through the show, the jokes stop, and Gadsby reveals the dark side of her humor. She talks about how, in the closet, all you can see is darkness, and how comedy is not helping. But she's finally opened the door and has started repairing herself. While I was watching it, it made me finally put together something that had been on the back of my mind for a while. Something to do with YouTube animators. So I've noticed a curious similarity between many online artists and animators. They're all introverts. No, well, not actually. But it's related. The thing many of them share is a personal journey. A long trial that built them into far stronger people. Something I admire them for. What do so many of these artists have in common? They made it through self-doubt. From Jaden Animation's struggle with eating disorders, Rebecca Parham's post-Ringling depression, to Illumation's and Pajama Party Doodle's struggles with abusive relationships, these people have all beaten self-image problems. We live in a society, one that, according to Hannah Gadsby, values reputation above all else. What that means is that if you don't fit into a certain description, your reputation and standing as a person is diminished. You might be fine from a distance, but once they get close to you, their eyebrows scrunch up and their walking slows. To others, there's something wrong with you. Katzun, a YouTuber I enjoy very much, grew up bisexual in an anti-LGBT area. People she trusted told her that being gay is a sin, and that those who choose to be gay are terrible people. What do you do when you believe that something that's a part of who you are is a mistake? You say, it isn't true, and plaster the walls of your room with Brendan Urie posters, apparently. You put your hood up and keep your hands in your pockets. Hannah Gadsby focused on this feeling in Nanette, feeling like you need to fix yourself. Jaden Animations believed the same thing and attempted to fix herself by working 14 hours a day and only eating half an apple and 10 Cheerios. In an abusive relationship, you find yourself leaving your family at the dinner table because your abuser demanded that you text back. You try to change yourself to please them. Rebecca Parham was told by her middle school that artists were bad and the actors were terrible people. Despite wanting to be an actor since she was a little kid, she changed course and got into marine biology instead. The worst part of people telling you you're a disappointment is that you start to believe it. You agree you need to fix your interests, your habits, yourself. One day you walk into your bedroom and ask, whose room is this? You feed yourself to your inner demons. It is far easier to destroy someone when you can get them to agree to it. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can make you do that yourself. Eventually, you reach a point, one that tests you to your limits. When Rebecca Parham's father died, this was it. She could curl up on the bed and cry all she wanted, no one would blame her. She could just give up, and no one could blame her. This was the ultimate excuse. But it is during our hardest trials that we must be strongest. She kept working and worked harder. When you have the resilience to pick yourself up, even after taking such a beating, that's true strength. At VidCon 2016, Jaden was being seen by everyone, and to her every eye was as judging and critical as her own. She pushed herself down. But every time she got back up, she wanted to set an example, to be there for other people, to show them that they were strong too. Katzun met a girl who could make her smile with just a text, who could make her throw her phone across the bed out of excitement. A girl who made her feel happy and proud of who she was. At the time of this script writing, I don't know Illumination's whole story, so I can't say much about it. But her and PJ were abused and made to feel like they were nothing. Yet they are still here. They got back up. They realized it too, what Hannah Gadsby and Rebecca Parham both said. When you live through something you previously thought you couldn't survive, and you make it out okay, the world doesn't seem as scary anymore. And you're always a lot stronger than you think. Now the question is, why these people in particular? Why online artists and animators? Well, it's the internet. The coffee stains from the night spent creating something wonderful for others to see, to the pencils and paper on the other end, inspired by what they saw. The internet offers people who understand. Many of these animators have told their stories because they want to help others like them, who need someone who understands. Because that's what they needed. All these people have survived so much. I am incredibly lucky to have never gone through something like this myself, and I admire them, because they truly are better, stronger people now. They have spent so long feeding their demons, but now they finally have the strength to beat them.